is just Stola's litter box. Are you freaking... Are you kidding me? You stole his litter box? Sir? Hi, oh my god. So it's a tiny gamer, and this is a pre-recorded VOD. I feel like I'm getting the cold, flu, sickness, whatever it is that is going around work. It has already hit my roommates pretty hard. It hasn't hit me as hard. I am, as I said with Azuna, I'm having to clear my voice because, or clear my throat, because it has that ickiness in it every so often. I have a cough, and I also have the very, very slightest of sniffles. But there is the Valentine's Day event that I would like to get done before the event ends. And it ends on my Friday, which is Tuesday. So technically this is Saturday, February 17th, the wee hours. As you can see, it's 12:09 a.m. And I'm in a rush to get this taken care of. I have Khelda to do the event with, and then Templeton. And then I'm done. I've already taken care of all my Let's Play characters, and I've taken care, and now I'm doing my streaming characters. So Zuna, Khelda, Templeton. Two more, not too bad, but still. The weather and me not feeling good have prevented me from dealing with this earlier. But that's why I'm playing catch-up now. What else is new? Me playing catch-up. Since this is a pre-recorded VOD, I will record the Valentione event and then take a couple second break. And when the break is over, you'll see more footage of me doing either main storyline quests or quests involving the Pugilist Guild. So that I can fill up, or so I can get up to the 2-hour mark or more. And then when I'm done, I'll edit it all together and post it for y'all to enjoy. Hope you don't mind me doing this with some of these quests. Just so that, especially since I know I'm not feeling too good. And I don't know if I'll be feeling worse or better come next week. But at least I'll have these videos to post for y'all to enjoy. So with all that out of the way, let's talk to Astrid. Symbol of love. Astrid is not so subtly indicating her desire for you to approach. This quest is available for a limited time only. Hello there, friend. Can you feel that? Love is in the air, just waiting to be snatched up by questing hands. Also, I'm trying a new technique with the mic, so hopefully, yes, I'm using my standalone mic. So hopefully this helps with controlling the echoiness and such. We'll see though. That means Valentine's Day is upon us once more, and I, Astrid de Valentione and my fellow emissaries are here to support all who would avail themselves of this bounty. You have the air of one in constant pursuit of adventure, and what greater adventure is there than to fall head over heels for another? Welcome, my friend, to the festival of ardor and affection. Come to think of it, an intrepid adventurer like you might be just what I require. Might I ask a favor of you? A fellow emissary by the name of Emily departed earlier to prepare a little surprise for our festivities, you see. But she's been gone for quite some time. I would like you to make sure she hasn't gotten herself into trouble. I would go myself or ask one of my associates to check up on her, but all are busy guiding our love-starved revelers. Will you do me this favor? I am in your debt. Before she left, Emily said she would be practicing under the trees near Ben E. Fineries. No doubt you'll find her there. Okay, let me take a drink of my coffee before I take off. If I shift the angle just the teensiest bit, I bet I can triple the cuteness factor. No, quadruple it. Whoa. Who might you be? Oh. Astrid asked you to check on me? Well, isn't that sweet of you? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I suppose you're wondering what I've been practicing here, so far away from prying eyes. Patience, my friend, patience. If you truly wish to see what I've been cooking up, pray come to Maketo's amphitheater. The bat is still there, apparently. You brought her back as promised. Thank you. She intends to demonstrate her, what did she call it? Right, love heart, on stage in just a moment. You could be part of her very first audience. That was, yes, cute. So this is what you've been working on? The Gridanians are a reserved people who have long been reluctant to openly express their feelings to one another. Yet I believe it is of utmost importance that we open our hearts to those we hold dear, in this season of love most of all. Now is the time for everyone to shed their fears and wear their affections on their sleeve. That's what inspired me to come up with the love heart. I can only hope this simple expression of love is enough to motivate people to act. Well, it certainly appears to have made an impression. Navigating matters of love is oft a nerve-wracking task, even for the boldest of us. Yet with this gesture, I believe you've given the townsfolk the perfect means to convey their feelings. Emily, I encourage you to go about the city and perform the pose before any you might find floundering the ocean. You might find floundering in the ocean of love. Go on and ignite the passion in their hearts. Leave it to me. Would you mind lending a hand as well? As an adventurer, I'm sure you've touched the hearts of many. There are doubtless few more qualified to guide others in pursuing and realizing their passion. Wonderful. Now before we set forth, I would ask you to remain on the stage for a while so we can judge your pose. Considering the import of our mission, I'm afraid we can't leave until it's flawless. Here I go. That is very adorable. My, I am equal amounts impressed and envious that you managed to perfect this gesture in so short a time. It took me ages to get the hand right. Sorry, I would love to not have the hiccups. Ideally, I would like you both to get started immediately, yet I do wish we had another emissary. Then how serendipitous it is that I am here to offer my services. Lisette? I love her little wink, it's cute. I believe an introduction is in order. The esteemed personage before you is none other than Lisette de Valentione, my dear sister and predecessor as emissary of Valentione's Day. So this is what happens if you've never done any of the Valentine's Day events with Astrid or Lisette. But if you check out my VOD with Izuna, or if you check out my Let's Plays with Tiny Bishi or Sonic Ghost, you'll see that is different because they've done the Valentine's Day events prior to this one. Oh, Astrid, everyone for propriety. Let not her introduction intimidate you, my dear. Call me Lisette, Lizzie, whatever you fancy. Yes, well, pleased though I am for your offer, should you not be enjoying the festivities with your beloved? My adorable Astrid, though I may have relinquished the burden of leadership, I have not abandoned my duty as a herald of love. You said yourself that you lack for capable help, and I am here, yes? As a daughter of House Valentione, I cannot stand by as the flames of ardor dwindle. Let her help, Astrid. It might be just what she needs before her rendezvous with Hortense. Emily, I told you about that in confidence. Ah, so that's the way of it. In that case, your aid is most welcome. Well, with that settled, let us go forth and quicken the seeds of romance yet to sprout throughout Gridania. Pray teach me this pose of yours, Emily. Yes, ma'am. Might I suggest we split up? Our adventurer friend here can handle old Gridania, whilst Lizzie and I cover New Gridania. Given the season, You shall no doubt find more than one individual who is flummoxed by their feelings. Strike our pose before these lost souls, and with an outpouring of love grant them the courage to tell what's in their hearts. There are a few areas in particular I'd like you to visit once you're ready. Just say the word and we can begin. You have learned the emote Love Heart. Alright. Let's... Oops. It's that one. No, I want to click on Astrid. Not my cute little minion. It's all about heart. The time is ripe to inspire Gridania to listen to their hearts. This quest is available for a limited time only. Ready? Wonderful. I've marked out a few locations in the area where people tend to mingle. I'm confident you'll find more than a few individuals in need of a little push. Show them your best rendition of the Love Heart to give them the courage they need. Alright, let's go. Oops. Couldn't even see her for a second. That is an adorable pose, but why show it to me? You meant to encourage me. That is very kind of you, but I'm afraid I find the prospect of confession daunting. Though I could ask him his professional opinion on which vegetables would be most suited to cut into heart shapes. A completely natural question considering the spirit of Valentione's Day, yes? Truth be told, I've had my eye on him for some time now. I simply didn't know how to approach, but thanks to your unique motivation, I finally found the inspiration I needed. Though it occurs to me, how did the heart become associated with Valentione's Day in the first place? I hoped in the Fika he doesn't ask me. Now I can teleport. Stop that. What manner of strange gesticulation have you accosted me with? A curse? Nay, an insult? Explain yourself this instant. Oh, excuse me? I need to be brave enough to express my feelings. Are you claiming that I, a proud lancer of the Wood Whalers, lack courage of all things? Well, you would be right. I am too craven to invite someone to a simple meal, but your gesture, now that I understand its intent, has kindled my warrior spirit. I will carry out this task as if it were my sworn duty. My thanks, adventurer, and forgive me for assuming the worst. Okay. Um, you pose quite the pose. I see. It's a symbol of love. A call to bare one's heart, scars and all. My beloved stormed off earlier because I was terribly late for our rendezvous. I dared not tell her the reason for fear it would vex her further. I have been so preoccupied selecting a gift for her that I lost track of the time. I must apologize to her and explain myself. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Also, is it just me, or does the dejected lad look like, Link from Legend of Zelda? That's what he reminds me of anyway. Thank you for helping me see that, my friend. Mayhap there is time yet for a Valentine's Day miracle. You have taught the townsfolk to remain steadfast in the face of love and inspire them to act. Report the results of your efforts to Astrid at the Keto's Amphitheater. My voice is starting to feel a little but I want to get this quest. I want to get this over and done with. So push through. I just have one more left. That's why I keep trying to tell myself. And then I'm done. You're back. Seeing as my sister is yet to return, might I ask you and Emily to recount how you fared in the meantime? Well, I found the post to be eye-catching, if nothing else. Perhaps even embarrassingly so, even though it was I who invented it. Regardless, I am proud to say folks are practically lining up to see it. What about you? I see. Whilst I'm glad to hear others were spurred to action, it saddens me slightly that some do not know the origins of Valentione's Day's symbol, the heart. Which makes me wonder, are you two aware of how it came to be associated with Valentine's Day? I'm gonna say I never thought about it. Then allow me to teach you. It all began with... Ugh. Lisette! Heavens, your face is as white as a sheet. What's wrong? For defense, I saw him speaking with a woman in the Carline canopy. They were alone together, speaking intimately. Took a drink of my coffee to see if that helps. You don't suppose it was... Oh God, you don't suppose it was a tryst, do you? Absolutely not. You know Hortefance would never be unfaithful to you. Nay, purge the very thought from your mind. I know, but when I saw him and that woman whispering to each other, like they were in their own little world, my heart stopped. Before I knew it, I was running from the sight of them as fast as my legs would take me. Love is the fruit born of bravery. Have you forgotten these words, Lisette? They are our words, passed down by our ancestor, Countess Arabelle de Valentione. She summoned the courage to pursue love through all manner of hardship. And she was not merely a countess, but also a warrior true. Naught symbolizes what she fought for more than her crimson shield, forged in the shape of a heart. The symbol is a source of courage. Remember that. Thank you, Astrid. You are right. Countess Arabelle would be mortified to see her progeny act with such cowardice. I must honor her legacy. I am ready. Hortense, if he intends to elope with another woman and live to tell the tale, he has another thing coming. Ahem. I am clueless as to the nature of Hortense's connection with this mystery woman, but I dare say Lisette needs friends by her side. Might I prevail upon you both to join her? But of course, leave it to us. You have my gratitude. I place her in your capable hands. We better hurry. She said Hortense and this unknown woman were in the Carline canopy. I'm sure that's where she's headed. That's like the fastest way to get to the Carline canopy. He's still playing. Hortense, who, that woman? Uh-oh. God, she's lost control of her tongue. What should we do? I'm gonna say make your ancestor proud. Hortense, Pastor, for what reason do you intimate yourself with this comely young maid, knowing full well that another has entrusted her future to you? Well, have you naught to say for yourself? It would seem nerves have caused Lisette to fall back into the mannerisms of her noble upbringing. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. This is all a misunderstanding. I came to Hortense for counsel, as I admire the devoted relationship he has with you. I was hoping he could offer me advice in nurturing a similar bond with the one I adore. Lisette, my love, my first thought was that you could not bear to wait another moment for our meeting, but now I see you could not bear the thought of me with another. 'Tis as if the very Fury herself stands before me, a goddess in both spirit and flesh, full of passion and devotion. Oh, what a fortunate man I am! And I regret that my actions would cause you even a moment of suffering. Please set your heart at ease, my darling. I have eyes for none but you, now and forever. I only chose a private location so this young lady could seek counsel away from eavesdroppers. Oh, that's it? Gods, I've made a complete fool of myself. Forgive me, both of you, that a lady of House Valentione should comport herself in such a way. I am completely ashamed. If I may, my lady, I now understand why you would be upset, and I admire your bravery for confronting us. Would that I had the courage to give voice to my own feelings. I may no longer be the head emissary of love, but I am as well equipped as ever to speak on matters of the heart. Love is the fruit born of bravery, my dear. Though it is terrifying to bare your heart to another, it is more terrifying still to live never knowing what might have been. You must confess. I promise you the risk is worth the reward. I suppose I would regret it for the rest of my days if I never found love, because I was too afraid to fight for it. You're right, my lady. I will do my best. Once again, forgive me for... Hortenpence, what's wrong? Ugh, the sight of your angelic pose struck me to my very core. My heart is like to burst from my chest. We're all shrugging. I think that means he'll live. Anyway, the two of us will return and apprise Astrid of what happened here. I trust you won't mind if we inform her that you and Hortenpence will be partaking in the festivities earlier than scheduled. Well, 'twas our plan from the beginning, and it would do much to smooth over this little misunderstanding. Pray extend my apologies to Astrid for any worry I might have caused. Let us return to Maketo's amphitheater and give Astrid the good news. Okay. So we go back. Hello, I'm going to be taking that. Okay. Oh, I'm so relieved. It was all just an unfortunate misunderstanding. I must thank you for being there for my sister. It truly means the world. You deserve my thanks as well, Emily. Don't mention it. I'm happy we were able to help. Though we've had our ups and downs, I believe we accomplished our goal of showing folk how important it is to express their feelings to those they hold dear. All in all, I'd say this Valentine's Day has been a success. Which reminds me, although my explanation of the heart's origins was interspersed with some dramatics, I take it you were able to piece together its meaning? Yes, indeed. A noblewoman and a proud knight, Countess Arabelle's legacy lives on not only in the tradition of Valentione's Day, but in its symbol, her beloved heart-shaped shield. In commemoration of her brave pursuit of love in the face of insurmountable odds, the heart came to symbolize her, and eventually the very concept of love itself, capturing the imaginations of men and women around the world. Today, while many may recognize the symbol, few know of its history. With Emily's love heart, I believe people will become curious to know the story of our tradition, and for that I am overjoyed. Countess Arabelle's tale will undoubtedly give many the courage to pursue love, just as it did your sister. May we all learn from the Countess's example. I pray you and yours have a Valentine's Day overflowing with affection, my friend. Woo, that's it. And you get the achievement, Heartfelt Gesture. Okay, I'm going to move out of the way, as I tend to do. Alright, got the event done. I'm going to take a very, very brief break, and when I return, we'll do some more questing. So quite a bit of time has passed since me doing the Valentine's Day events. It's actually now the combined events of Little Ladies' Day and Hatching's Tide. But I decided that I'm just going to do a bit more questing, and then the next VOD that I do for Khelda will be the Little Ladies' Day Hatching Tide events. Because I like to keep my characters the same as much as possible. And I know I kind of deviated a little bit with Azuna, but only because of the crossover event with the Final Fantasy XV, I think it is. And that was the only one that Azuna can do, because that's the only one Azuna is qualified to be able to do. So since that's the case, let's do a bit more questing with Khelda. Let's see. Which one should I do? What's level 20? Oh. The Sylph is a lower level, so let's do the Selfish Concern. So we'll do that one. Scarring. Good old Scarring. How much do I have? Oh dang, yeah. Yes, let's go to Quarry Mill. Also, I apologize for not going live in a while. It's been over a month. On top of, I posted this on my Discord, but on top of physically being sick, stress, and things of that nature, yeah. I've just been dealing with some stuff, and it got to the point where my mod was like, you should probably take a break until you're doing better. I fought with them on it, but then after getting some sleep, I realized they're right. It hurts. It still hurts to want to take a break, because I want to keep pushing forward to try to help with engagement and get views and all that. But they are right. I do need to value my health first, which was the whole point of wanting to become affiliate and start earning money on this platform, so that at some point I can stay home and focus on my health when I need to, while not having to worry about money. But it will come in time. It's just, yeah. But at least with recordings, I can do like short recordings at a time, and then take breaks when I need to. And it won't be as disruptive when I do it in VOD form, as opposed to me streaming it that way. Also, another thing that I've noticed, since my last bout of sickness, my voice and my vocal stamina is not where it used to be. My vocal stamina is pretty much where it was. Sorry, when I first started streaming, if not worse. So I have to work my stamina back up, which I will be doing with recordings and such. So please bear with me with this, and it's frustrating for me too, because I want to be able to get back at it and do things the way I used to do, and I just can't. And it's either part of me being sick, or it's either continuing to be a part of me being sick, or just different stuff going on. Can I get up there? Nope. Can I get up there this way? Oh no, I was gonna fall. No, I don't. I'm not gonna sink. So you can deal with it. I need to get up that thing. I always hate this. Oh, it's you. Hi, you. I know you from Azuna stuff. Oops. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'll just punch you there. Okay. Oh, here's my destination. Alright, and then there's other, oops, over here. Whee! Dip it. Oh, I was about to say. Come here. Come here. Jump. Oh, God. Can I get this way? Nope. Maybe. Nope. Okay. Why am I having so much trouble with this one today? Oh gosh darn it. Jump. I don't know why it's... The weather's also starting to get warmer, so I'm sure that's kind of helping my voice, because I know the colder weather sure wasn't. I still get bouts of coughing and having to clear my throat when the temperature drops. So I apologize in advance for any of that. seriously? I was about to say, please say I can go up this way. So was there aught to be found in the wood? What did you come to Garleans? In this part of the 12 wood? First sylphs, and now Garleans, and all in the same place. It cannot be mere coincidence. Might the Garleans be following the sylphs, tracking them, or giving chase mayhap? No, not this far into the forest. The whalers' spires are everywhere. Imperials could never have stolen past them all. How in the bloody hells could they, unless someone guided them through? Someone who knew where the spires stand, and when the whalers watch. A Gridanian traitor. Ooh, better pants. Can't wear those though. I can wear those though. No veru richy, or rich. Buscarn has more work for a willing adventurer. I'm glad you come, friend. There's something I want to talk to you about. You know I said I thought we might have a traitor in our midst. Someone as was aiding the Garleans. Well, I'm thinking I might have identified our suspect. There's a regular mind who used to dine on thin soup and sip his pint on account of not being able to afford another. But as of late, he's taken to ordering my best wines and the finest cuts of meat I can lay my hands on. Were he a merchant, I'd probably think nothing of it, but this lad's a wood whaler. And wood whalers don't earn that kind of coin. By chance, I was musing on where the money was coming from when you first told me about the Garleans in the forest, and I couldn't help putting two and two together. Suffice it to say, if a whaler's working for the Empire, none of us is safe. The lad I'm talking about goes by the name of Largentius. Last I heard, he was in the South Shroud. Find him, and if he is up to no good, put an end to it, and him, if it comes to that. There he is. Can you not see I'm on patrol? Be gone. We have business with the whalers. Take it to the barracks. Rude. I kicked him, but good. Not long now. To think patrol routes and rations would fetch such a price. No more than I deserve, though. 'Tis a little wonder the empire has risen to such heights. If only the whalers paid men their worth. You? What did you... How long have you... Help, help, help! Please, come quick, my friends. It is I, Laurentis. I am under attack. Yeah? Come here, you. We just want to talk. How did you just... I know nothing. I was on patrol. You just appeared. I thought you were working with the Garleans. No, you didn't. And you run away. Yep. That's... Where'd you go? Oh, gosh darn it, it's on top. I gotta get up there. I think I did it this way. Nope. Ah, there we go. I don't know why I had such a hard time with that. Yep. Sink me. How long do you mean to keep this up? What is it you imagine I've done? Enough, I say. It's over then. I sold maps and rations to the Empire. It was I. I meant no harm. I only wanted the coin. The whalers are good, strong. I was proud to join the ranks. Am proud. But they do not provide. They preach justice, honor, and duty. But in the end, it is those with money who do as they will, who live as they will. Yeah, I'm going to take a drink of my coffee, see if that helps my voice right now. So I sought an opportunity to change my fortunes and took it. All I've done for money. Endangered myself, my home, everything and everyone I love. Why, my actions have put your life in danger too. Oh, God. He thinks it's funny. Though you do not yet realize how much. Hehehe. Bloody idiot. Did you imagine that you had cornered me? It is not I who is cornered. You sure about that? Galileans, I brought the Maketo. Sure. Permit me a question, if you will. Are all adventurers so deluded as to believe they can challenge the power of Garlemald? Sorry. You would need a veritable mountain of gil to fund such an endeavor. Such is the cost of fighting great power, or of making it, or of remaking it, as we will Gordania. Sure. So that's the way of it. Swapped your hard bunk at the barracks for a feather bed in Garlemald, did you? Uh-oh. I got back up. You there, Maketoi. You stand here at old Busk's wish, no? Then you don't stand alone. Let's go. Let's go. No, I'm not that fight. Anyone over here I can fight. Yep. Impossible. How did you best the Empire's finest? And with bandits and poachers at your side? They're your sworn enemies. Why do they fight with you and not against you? Ah, but I know the answer only too well. Buscarin. This is his doing. His words are wont to inspire men to act. Better men than I. Gods, what have I become? What have I done? I am sorry. No more will I pursue this folly. No more lies. No more bribes. I will go to the Order of the Twin Adder and confess my crimes. There is something I would like you to tell Buscarin. Tell him Laurentius the Fool says thank you. I feel as though a veil has been lifted from before my eyes. Okay. I need to talk to Buscarin. Disorderly adventure and never and howkin. Howkin? Nowkin. Wowkin. Sorry. Oh, and it seems my hands have decided to be shaky. That's why I couldn't go in a straight line. Laurentius confessed to his crimes. I had word from the Twin Adder. Seems he marched straight up to the nest and gave himself up. The lad had quite a life, you know. His mother was killed by a brigand when he was only small. As a young man, he joined the whalers, hoping to spare his fellow Gordanians the misery he'd known growing up. Trouble is, protecting Gordania is too big of a job for one man, and he came to believe that he couldn't make a difference, that it was hopeless. There are few things more dangerous than desperation, and a man lost in the dark is easily drawn to the glimmer of coin. I reckon he thought that if he could change the lot of his fellow men, he might as well change his own. Couldn't change the lot of his fellow men. He might as well change his own. Thing is, he was making a difference, just not on his own. Somehow, he'd failed to grasp one simple truth, that those things we cannot do alone we must do together. Eh? He asked you to thank me, did he? Then there's good in him yet. I just hope them at the Adder's Nest are able to see it. What he's done ain't easy to forgive, but I'd like to think he'd be afforded a chance to make amends. But let us leave fates to the 12. I have other news for you. The Silk Elder has been found. So the way you can hear, like, my voice sounding a bit rougher than usual is the reason why not only I've been uploading VODs to my Twitch channel instead of live streaming, but I've been also trying to play games that have NPC dialogue to it. That way it's not just all game music and then battles. Into the beast's maw. Buscarin has reliable information regarding the whereabouts of the Sylph Elder. It has taken us a fair old while, but we finally got our hands on some reliable information concerning the whereabouts of your missing green friend. Ahem. His name is Frixio, and he is the eldest among the sylphs in Little Solus. Long has he represented his kind in dialogue with the Gridanians. Yes, he's like a bridge between them, us and them, a small, leafy green bridge that we cannot find at the moment. And bridges are no use if you don't know where they are. That's why it's so important that we find him. There's an abandoned dungeon called the Thousand Maws of Totorok here in the South Shroud. 'Twas by the entrance to the place that Frixio was seen, and not long ago neither. If you hurry, I reckon you'd find him. Walking ones, please help this one. This one needs help. I need help. I need hiccups right now. Needs help to help the elder one. Poor Frixio. Poor Frixio. Poor thing. Whoa. Hold your chicklets. Take a deep breath and tell us what's wrong. Nice and slow. Elder one went to Totorok, but has not returned. This one is worried, so very worried. And you're right to be. The place fair crawls with nasties, waiting to make a meal of anyone daft enough to wander in. What the seven hells was he thinking, entering that bloody death trap? Elder One had no choice. Imperial ones were chasing Elder One. Please, walking ones must help Elder One. Help Elder One now. The fates conspire against us. Forgive my pragmatism, but Frixio is our best hope of reaching an accord with the Sylphs. Were we to lose him, all of our efforts thus far would have been for naught. I will tend to her wounds. Ida, make haste to the Adder's Nest and request assistance. Understood. Khelda, go to the Thousand Maws of Totorok and see that Frixio comes to no harm. Peace between man and sylph rests upon your success. Okay, I'm giving you a warning right now that this dungeon instance, whatever you want to call it, has spiders in it. And I try to give a trigger warning for those who have a fear of spiders. So if you do, basically you won't be able to watch me go through the dungeon, which is fine. I'm very twitchy right now and it's making me very wiggly. I apologize. By order of the Elder Seer, the dungeon known as the Thousand Maws of Totorok is a place under the control of... What? The Silk Elder is inside? Are you sure of this? How in the seven hells do you manage to sneak by? God, strike me down for a pure blind fool. You must find the Silk Elder before he falls prey to the fiends within. Entrance to Totorok is ordinarily restricted, but these are exceptional circumstances. Pray assemble a rescue party and enter as soon as you are ready. Okay. What is this guy's thing? With the leaf. Greetings, I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. Well, well, the mantle of adventure does not drape so awkwardly from your shoulders as it once did. But while questing alone certainly brings its own rewards, you haven't truly adventured until you've delved into some darkened dungeon, stalwart comrades at your side. Ancient ruins, echoing caverns, and all manner of deadly places lie within, across the realm. And these are best conquered in the company of trustworthy allies. And such advice holds true for many a formidable foe that would crush a solitary adventurer. How one fights in a party, however, is often drastically different from how one fights alone. Thus did we construct the Hall of the Novice, where we endeavor to prepare you for those differences. The hall can be found just not... Okay, I don't need that one. Okay. Nope. I know how to do all that. NPCs. Sure. Let's go. I want to try to finish the sylph, yeah, the little quest chain for the sylphs. Which, I'm almost done. And with the NPCs, I can go at my own pace. Okay, let's go. One or more party members is new. Yeah, me. What is this? Water stain note. First Spear Ride, Totorok Expedition Notes. Dangerous fauna encountered upon entering cave. Culling as per mission parameters. Expect to encounter more as we press deeper. Okay, that was it. Guess so. Alright. Let's go. right in front of my face and I failed to see it. I definitely need new glasses. So yeah, see those spiders? I'm sorry I didn't give an accurate warning before, but again, if you need to look away, and I will let you know when it's safe to look back. Turned off my I turned off my mic for a moment while I'm fighting, so I'm not like heavy breathing into the mic as I fight and all that. Okay, nothing in here. I get gauntlets? Can I wear those? Nope. Answers my question. What's in here? Nada. Oh. First spear ride. Total Rock Expedition Notes 2. Engage with sizable fiend. Succeeding in exterminating. The casualties mounting. Must consider turning back if situation worsens. Okay. Ooh, I get a seedling. Wait a minute. Is that my... That's not my inventory, is it? Oh. That's what that is. Okay. Nope, keep going this way. I got turned around. Yeah. Ew. Ooh. My dude. get nothing for that? Okay, well. I'm just going back the way I came. Oops. Yeah, I'm not doing good. Trying to make it though. Nope. Nice. Can I use? Yes. Is that top? Ooh. Oh. I got the bulky top. It's fine. I like being all covered up. Okay. Let's keep going. Alright, cool. Yeah, I think after this dungeon will be a good time to nap. Alrighty, no coffer. Okay. Oh, blobbies. Sweet. Alright, okay, keep going this way. Ooh, treasure. No copper. Let's keep going. Okay. No copper right now. Okay. Sweet. Happy the realm, 1000. Alright. Okay, here we go.
Darkness.
Elko Hijra Buglo Hans.
The mighty slayer of Ifrit comes now to me.
Seize that on Rajyadorn.
With a countenance that bespeaks understanding.
Thagon well rogue. Torsan Opaiki.
An intriguing power, the echo. I must needs choose my words with care.
Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The dark minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Sweet, I love my toys. Awesome. Well, let's see what I get. Can I use any of those? Yes. New gloves. Let's reassign gear. Okay. Goodbye. I want to leave. I want to go away. There's the self. Finally, fresh air. Oh God. Perhaps not so fresh, but better than before. Ah, Sinister One is gone. This one can leave this awful place. Did Walking One vanquish the Many-Legged One? This one is grateful to Walking One. By the way, if you want to look back at your screen, if you're still here, you can, because I don't think there's going to be any more spider stuff at this point. This one is called Frixio, eldest of these ones of Little Solus. I think you just see spider webs and stuff. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at Lark's call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all. Where is that accursed Elkin hiding? No sign of our wizened friend? I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order that the search perimeter be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians of our presence. His Excellency bids us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loath though I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Rama will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I a sylph, I would strongly consider finding myself another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we may have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon their Elkin. Really, Centurion? Were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well I did not trust you with the important task of making my dinner. God. Well, mayhaps it was a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own God, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it, but at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. What was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it may mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if not we? It is that alone that you were right, Garland. But your star has long fallen, while mine doth begin to rise. And it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Belsar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Ha ha ha. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain of it. This one fears that another taken ones also suffer the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black hearts. Seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Neuraxia, do not pass judgment too hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones among the walking ones, there are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know what brings walking one to this place. Came to this one's rescue at Neuraxia's bidding, then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Rama, then this one will provide answers. But first, let these ones quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Little chicken legs. Little stick legs. Then it is settled. Let this one accompany walking one outside. The sound. Okay. Go talk to Buscarin. So yeah, I was starting to doze off, and then I fought in that instance, and I started to wake up for a bit, but yeah, I think it's bedtime after this one. Well, by the time you see this, I'll have gotten some sleep, hopefully restful sleep. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. I don't rightly know what to make of the rest of your tale, but I am full glad Frixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there I go, tempting fate. Run over to Little Solace and secure his peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us. Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends at Charlayan and the Twin Adders both. You've done Gordania a great service this day, lass, and earned yourself a place of honor here at the Druthers in so doing. Be sure and come by whenever you feel like a drop of quickly earned firewater. Sweet. Okay. A simple gift. Buscarin has something he wants delivered to the sylphs. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see delivered to the sylphs of Little Solace. This Azima oil. It's a gift to celebrate the safe return of their tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until their strength is returned, we must lend them ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone will not be enough. We must have the strength of the sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the Trolls wood with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I'm yawning again. Hawthorne Hut, away! Yeah, I already feel so worn out from talking. And it's only been, what, hour and a half, if not that. And I really haven't been talking all day. Oop. A gift from Walking Ones, Buscarin? A gift for these ones? Yes. Such a lovely scent. This one has never smelled anything like this before. Walking One, Buscarin, and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter such lies and such deception. But this one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. Sure. Ooh, new boots. Believe in yourself. Kumozio wants you to discuss peace with Frixio. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are. We have just been hearing tale of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the walking ones who aided Neuraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. Into Totorak, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister one robed in black. Why do I have a feeling I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Frixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Rauma? Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once, yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it is not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one well knows and respects Horned One Khan E. Senna. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Rama to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Rama was summoned, and all these ones who took part became touched ones. These ones want so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, want to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all those ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Rauma. I keep forgetting how to say his name. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones or Lord Rauma. I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Rauma is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones do not trespass on these ones' ancestral homeland, where touched ones reside, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one would speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones of Gridania, and so these ones ask for a chance to set things right. By way of an addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of the Celts, Rauma influence has made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile toward trespassers. But what about the abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered self's desire for reconciliation, another quality traditionally associated with Rauma. In the crudest manner imaginable, They seek to bring their fellows back into the fold, a timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Frixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Khan E. Senate. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Rama to rest. The Sylph's elder is very reasonable, I must say. You can learn a lot from him. Oh. Was that a jibe? If so, I feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Sands and tell Minfilia all about it. Fear not, for we will be sure to mention the instrumental part you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver Frixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Frixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. The honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, Walking One. This one has yet to give Walking One a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Rama, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon Walking One as a symbol of this one's trust. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far crueler than this one can imagine. A brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal this one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch Touched Ones. So long as Touched Ones are not troubled, Touched Ones will not make trouble. If Walking One witnesses Touched Ones making no trouble, mayhaps Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that this ones mean no harm. These ones mean no harm. These one's homeland is fraught with danger. This one marks down safe places to look out for Touched Ones. Okay. Alright, let's go look at some Touched Ones. These are tempered sylphs in the distance. You do not sense that they pose a danger if left alone. I'm not. I just realized I'm not in a free company anymore. Oh. Oh well. Okay. Let's go back to Gordania. I didn't realize I was not in a free company until like just now. Hi. Hanser came to say hi real quick. I'm about to go to bed, buddy. Let me just finish this up. And then that way, if I'm in Gordania, it'd be a great place to pick up the quests. Although I'm going to have to look it up this year to see if I start in, because I know Hatching's Tide is in Gordania, but do I start in Ulta for Little Ladies Day? We'll see. Ah, if it isn't Khelda, how went the meeting with the Sylphs? If you hear my roommate snoring, I apologize. A missive from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor do they intend to summon Ramuh. And so long as we leave the Tempered Ones be, we need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Seedseer will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures, and in the knowledge that they bear us no ill will, we may channel our resources toward tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You have done this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gordanians, I give you my thanks. Yay! Back from the wood. Commander Heliswa appears to have more to say. The Sylph folk have long been friends to Gordania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Seedseer to no end. But owing to your efforts, she'll be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the science of the Seventh Dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may well have led us into needless conflict. Pray pass my regards to Lady Menphilia. Hello? Hello, Khelda? Can you hear me? It is I, Menphilia. Ida and Papalino returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tale of your exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the name of one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gordanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done. Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sands at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of the present situation in person. Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is a good place to stop for now. I'm going to go here to be out of the way. Please, be kind to yourself. It's been a rough time, and from what I've been hearing, it's been rough for quite a few people right now with just the way things are, how high everything is, and just life in general. So that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I will talk to you all later. Bye!